Round one, I believe I won the die roll. This is really awkward, but I kept... No, I was on the draw. I kept this hand. I didn't even pay attention. A total misclick. Definitely should not have kept this hand. And yeah, I needed to draw a blue source. There wasn't really much I could do if I didn't draw a blue source. I don't know. Again, it was just a misclick. And it ended up really costing me this game. I just couldn't not keep up without playing any spells. The fact that he played a turn 2 werewolf that just gets to flip was good for him. It was virtually unblockable, and then just werewolves started pouring down on me, and there was no way for me to even catch up without any blue mana. So all these blue cards and no way to cast them. Yeah, he just starts flipping werewolves, beating me down, and my 1/1 just didn't really do much of anything. Just stalling, playing my Feeling of Dread, not really getting me anything. He didn't even have to play a spell at that point. But yeah, just... There's those witches I was talking about. Had I got to 5 mana, I might have been able to play them and they might have helped this game, but... Yeah, that intimidating werewolf was just really hard for me to deal with. I probably... Realizing after this game, though, I learned Doom Traveler, not necessarily the best turn 1 play, since you're not offensive at all. Rather, I should have saved it, because it can hold off werewolves from flipping. You play it when you need it on the defense. Yeah, I just concede at this point. There's no way to me to get back in the game. I realized he's got some kind of werewolf deck, so I try to lower the curve, bring in Silent Departure, just slowing down those werewolves. You know, maybe even returning a flipped one. That way, it's much smaller on the recast. But yeah, I just worked on lowering the curve a little bit. I think I take out a Witch, maybe? I don't know. I remember I was really excited about playing Witch. Civilized Scholar didn't seem to do much. He's just an 0-1, not the best defensive card. Solar Door also seemed a little slow. I think that was wrong, taking out Solar Door, if that's what yeah. Solar Door was actually better than I thought it would be, and witches were much worse than I thought they would be. So yeah, I ended up taking out a witch. This hand is great. It does exactly what you want to do. A turn 1 Ghoul Caller spell is like the best thing this deck can do. Just start milling and hoping to get some Dream Twists in your graveyard. Now, some of you might like yell at me for main phase tapping the Ghoul Caller spell, but I just always wanted to make sure I didn't forget the ability. I know there's some flashback cards that he could gain value of during his main phase, and I probably should have waited till end step, but I'm just playing main phase. There he plays a captain, so obviously didn't want that guy flipping, so we're just going to go ahead and put a roadblock right in front of it and mill us both. Perhaps playing Curse of the Tome would have been better, just taking the 2 damage, but lying down a defense is a pretty good idea against more aggressive decks. There's the Harvest. Yeah, I don't know if he sided this card in or not, but really good when I'm filling his graveyard with stuff. So I get to mill him 1, and he gets in for 2. The good thing about this turn was that he wasn't able to flip his captain. Had I just played the Curse of the Tome, perhaps he would just have not played anything and had his captain flip. So I'm going to go ahead and play my Curse, targeting him, and just start milling him like crazy. Without too much of a clock, at this point I'm in a pretty good position. I've got some pretty... That Voiceless Spirit is really good. I mill a Brimstone Valley, which is nice to see. Don't want to have to deal with 5 damage. Orchard Spirit's actually pretty good against me. That's another one of those cards that's hard for me to deal with just because it has flying. Yeah, just an overcosted 3-2 basically. Ghoul Caller's Bell. Seeing if I can get anything out of it. Middle of an island, so we'll just play Voiceless Spirit. Blocks really well, and I remember tanking about which creature to put it on. Decided that would be the best one. If it flips, it still does 3 damage, but it's not the worst thing ever. It slows down his clock quite a bit. He's going to have to not play a spell next turn, and then I could just double cast my Dream Twist and flip it back. So that's another reason why Dream Twist is so good. It's a 1-card 3 mana, turn all the werewolves back down. It does really good things. He plays his, what is that called? Skirk's Day? Not really sure what it's called. But yeah, that can deal with some of my blockers, but at the cost of his own creatures. So just milling away and then putting in a giant roadblock for him. Angel, Flight, Alabaster. I don't think I've milled any spirits at this point, but I'd love him to kill my Voiceless Spirit because I'll get it right back. He's going to mill some cards. And here he deals 13 damage to my Angel and gets rid of my only white source. That was a little bit annoying, but at least he's still not flipping his werewolves. So it's not the worst thing that could have happened to me. He's only got 14 cards left in his deck, and I have a Dream Twist, so he doesn't have much time to deal 16 damage. And he doesn't have any way to attack this turn without losing a creature, so just doesn't attack. Activate Ghoul Caller's Bell, see if I can get something out of it. Just get rid of a little dude there. Dream Twist him just to make sure that his werewolves don't flip. Otherwise, I would have just saved it for the end of his turn, but did not want his werewolves to flip. He's got 7 cards left in his deck and 16 damage to deal. He really doesn't have much time. He's got about 2 turns. Pretty good position for me. Him shooting that down and sacking itself is fine. That is fine. Now he's going to transform all his werewolves. I mean, that's life. So I take 5. Oh, just realized that guy's not the dude I was thinking about. That's the one that pumps up humans. My bad. I thought that was a werewolf the whole time. But yeah, win game 7. Or win on turn 7.